Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James and today we're playing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, courtesy of a code provided to me by Nintendo. Thank you very much. You can go and check out my review for the game on the Player 2 website right now. Posted a couple days ago. Now, today, we're talking about the game. It has launched. It is available now on the Switch. I've got my retail copy. Very happy to do so because it was a very cool little special edition with books and all that sort of stuff. The stuff that I love as a big collector's edition hoarder and a fan of the Xenoblade franchise. So, let's get into the action. Booting up an old save game here. At this particular point, just checking in. We're going to dive right back into the action. Now, one of the cool things about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is they've added a whole... Now, we're not going to dive into it for the sake of this Player 2 Plays. I don't want to be spoiling that for you in any way, shape or form. But there's a cool additional story that they've kind of made present in the game. It kind of bridges events from the various different games. Keep in mind, Xenoblade Chronicles here, this is the original game. We've had Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Wii U. We've had Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the Switch. I'd love to see Chronicles X pop up on the Switch as well, just to really round the whole thing up and kind of, at that point, come tantalisingly close to having cleared the decks of all the good Wii U games and brought them to Switch, making that console completely redundant. Oh yeah, sure, I'll listen. We can hope.
We had already fought off the Mechon a year ago, at the Battle of Sword Valley.
Now, at this point, this is still Chapter 4. This is very, very early in the game, this particular stage. We've just left Colony 9. We've just kind of met the Colony 6 crew.
By the time the air raid siren sounded, a swarm of Mechon had blackened the sky. They ate people and burned our buildings. Me and Juju dedicated ourselves to evacuating
I can't get over that name,
children and
Juju.
elderly. I don't know what happened next.
It's just like what happened to Colony 9.
They attacked your colony as well.
Yes. It's good that you managed to evacuate so many.
We have a Tharon, the Colonel, to thank for
And
that.
we have a
Him
Monado.
and Gado.
This Gado,
He would have been my husband by now, if not for all this. Cheer up, you two. We can't lose hope just yet. I'm certain Gado and the other soldiers are alive. They're still fighting. I can feel it.
You're on your way to Colony 6, right?
you bet. We're up for some revenge. I bet we can even get your colony back.
There you go, showing off again.
If anyone can
The
do
dialogue
it,
between the characters is really quite cool. Now, keep in mind, this is still the Wii game, basically pound for pound in a lot of different ways. It's got a visual upgrade. That's more or less it.
How many times do I have to tell
Obviously,
you? But you heard
controller
they're
remapping
gonna
somewhat,
attack
but we
Colony
saw a little bit of that on the
That means
3DS
they've
version
already
as
been
well,
having
the
Colony 6
new
already.
3DS
It
specific
has to.
version. So it's a visual upgrade and basically very little more than that.
No.
The visual upgrade and the extra narrative that they've added, the side thing, which if you have already played the original game and you purely, like you're not looking to commit to another 60, 70 plus hour JRPG experience, but you do want to get that extra bit of story, you can actually access that separately. It's not like a Persona 5 Royal sort of situation where you basically have to play through the entirety of Persona 5 again, then you get this extra semester and all that sort of stuff. This is actually separate, can be accessed separately from the main menus, and intimidating. Can actually be accessed separately, and so you can dive straight into that action if that's what you're looking for,
Watch your mouth.
which I really appreciate. And very smart by Nintendo and Monolith Soft.
I'll go and make dinner.
Maybe I was too hard on him.
Oath.
Shulk?
Ryan, you really remind me of Gado when you get angry.
I do?
Gado's taken care of us ever since we were young. I always saw him as a big brother, really, but he was more of a father to Juju. He'd call him kid whenever he told him off, just like you did.
I don't think I'm ready to be someone's old man just yet. Wait, Shulk. Did it happen again?
Yeah.
You had another vision.
Oh no!
No! Juju!
The controls from the original Wii version have translated really well over to the 3DS version, but especially to the Switch here, playing with the, well, as you can maybe see at the moment, playing with the Pro controller. You can of course play with the Joy-Cons detached, you can do all of those sorts of things.
A deep valley. Everything's engulfed in flames. There's a black shadow. It kills Juju.
Is it the Mekon with the metal face?
Yeah,
Where does it happen? Is it near Colony 6?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Let's get after him, Shulk.
Hold on a second. What was all that about?
I know you won't believe this, but Shulk can see the future.
The future? That's not possible.
That's what I thought too. I still can't explain this, but that vision I had will come true unless we stop it.
So you're telling me Juju's in danger?
Believe it or don't believe it, that's your call.
Well, he drove off on his own, so if nothing else, he's in danger of crashing into one of those giant fuck-off monsters that they have in the Gale Plains.
Juju. Oh, okay. I can't say I believe you. But what have I got to lose?
I like the way you think.
Sharla, you're...
What?
No, nothing.
Oh.
What are you doing? Let's go and find Juju.
What he was about to say, Sharla, is that you're not wearing nearly enough clothes to go out in an encounter like this.
When you talk like that, you sound just like Gado. That's how I know it's not worth arguing.
What am I, some kind of Gado substitute?
Yes.
That thing killed Sharla too. I saw it in the vision. But I can't stop her coming with us. I don't know how I can protect her. But I have to do it. I will change the future.
That's the spirit. Okay, so we got ourselves a new party. Buffs and debuffs, yep. Blah, 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 blah. You get tutorialized quite a lot throughout the first even 10 hours. There's like a gradual little trickle of things that they're actually introducing to you. So you kind of find that, you know, you're getting paused like this fairly often. But I think it's better than the alternative, which is basically just this rock block of... Oh, damn it, got too close. This rock block of just, here's tutorials. We're gonna smash you over the head with this stuff for the first hour. Try and keep up. Which is a method that some RPGs or action RPGs tend to implement. And it's a little bit frustrating. And, you know, this is a 10-year-old game now. And they got it. They got it. Okay, let's go to the shop. Let's make sure Sharla's got some cool stuff. So that weapon... No, I'm sacrificing too much for a little bit of physical defense. No. The chest plate's handy, but massive sacrifice to the ether defense, so I'm not going to go with that. The field gloves are an improvement for her, like we can't argue that. Oh, but I basically don't have any money. I've spent it all on other stuff. Let's just get out there. Maybe when I get a little bit stocked up with some cash money again, we'll get out there. And so we've got a few side quests on the map here that I'll definitely be unlocking. Lots and lots of side quests. One of the things I like / dislike about them is that they are the tedious. Oh, go fetch this, or can you go kill these monsters, or blah 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 blah. But the game forces you past these things anyway. Or at least attempts to force you past these things anyway. So there's probably 80% of the side quests that you just do because you're grinding, or you're on your way to... Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly power through that. or you're on your way somewhere anyway, and as a result you actually go straight past this item that you need to pick up, maybe in this case, or you get routed past this very large enemy who you need to kill. Like it's a particularly large kind of monster that's causing some extra hassles or whatever. Oh. So it's kind of smartly designed in that respect. Oh, you got more for me. Let's just blitz through these because you've clearly got a few of these. Down we go. Bit of damage. I love how quickly, like, when you're outside of combat, how quickly your health regenerates. It basically makes fall damage borderline redundant. So I'll unlock all of these. We'll kind of focus on kind of the main quest and exploring the Gower Fields a bit. But if we happen upon something for a side quest, well, we'll tick it off at the same time. Wasn't trying to go for the heart to heart. I don't know about it. Yeah, we'll go, whatever. Easy as you like. Now that's all of the available side quests, at least in this particular area, unlocked. Within the menus here, we can access the quest log and pick whatever it is we want to work on. One thing that's not fantastic is it's not always apparent what the main mission is, what the core mission is. So we've got this Mementos of a Lost Son one that I'm part of the way through. Now that's something that's coming from what you would call Colony 9, and so that's very obvious to me that's an older thing. I've been there. I've already dealt with everything I need to deal with in that particular region. But now the main mission is in here somewhere. Collect 3 pieces of Ponyo neck meat from field Ponios in the Bionis leg. I've got 2 out of 3. There's lots of Ponios out there, so we'll be able to deal with that quite easily. But you know, look at this. Like, maybe that one? No, that's the ether deposit one. Like, where's my main mission in that? It's probably the one thing you kind of get a little bit lost as to what's what. Obviously on the map here, our little yellow dots, like our mini map in the top right corner, the yellow dots indicate what our main mission is, but it's probably one of the few things that just doesn't quite work like it should. I've toggled the auto run on. But it's not a feature that I enjoy at all. And I guess, you know, it's probably a holdover from the Wii and how it worked there, because it did make things a bit easier when people are kind of holding up a Wii emote back in the day. The most iconic Xenoblade music. Problem is this prick's not gonna... Oh, there we go. You down? Good. So we've got all these abilities here across the bottom that I basically just toggle through with the D-pad.
Did you see what I did? Oh, I wasn't really looking.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
There's something here that I should be paying attention to. You can see the exclamation marks on the...
I don't want anyone dying out there.
So kind of your placement and how you want to juggle these various different moves is super important. You can see there, hopefully, just before I used that last move, there was a little exclamation mark that appeared. Oh. And that's my indicator that I'm in the right spot to execute that move to the best of its potential. A little bit of extra damage, maybe a chance to topple the enemy, whatever the case might happen to be. Moth crawler. Now, what do we got out here?
Charlotte,
this
you
is
know
main
which way
mission stuff.
Juju went?
There are quite a few ways to get there from here. But he's in a buggy, so I think he'll take Ragwell Bridge.
Ragwell Bridge.
It's not far. It's a really old bridge built around the time Colony 9 was founded.
Okay. Let's make that our next stop.
Sounds like a plan. Charlotte, you stay back. Leave any monsters up to me and Shulk.
Oh, here we go.
What? You think I can't pull my weight in battle? I've got field experience as a medic. If you get hurt, I can use ether to patch you up.
Nice. I'm always getting roughed up. You'll be a big help.
There he is.
Come on. Who put this barrier in the way?
Maybe you
Oh,
just
now
can't
the
drive, mate.
front suspension's all twisted up. Looks like I'll have to walk it. They're all cowards. I'll show them all.
That'll slow him down. But let's not worry too much about that for now. What do we got over here? So, to kind of engage in combat, for anyone who's not familiar, this is not a random encounter. In fact, I can probably walk right up to these guys and they may not even... Oh no, they have... These guys are a little bit more on the aggressive side and they do care. But there's a lot of enemies that you can just waltz straight past. There we go, ticked off one of the side quests. That you can just walk straight up to and they won't flap an eyelid. I can see Ponios over there, which are, well, I don't know if it's these specific ones. It is these specific ones that I want to take out for the quest. Oh no.
We make a great team.
Oh, well, apparently we had to take out some Volfs as well, so that worked out okay in the end. There's a lot of enemies that just won't care, and it's on you to actually engage in combat with them. There's something... You can see it on the map. There's something up there for me to go off and do. See, I reckon these guys, this might be the sort that just won't give a shit about me. See? And I've targeted him. And he's not even raising an eyelid, and then I'm going to kill him.
We win!
Let's stay alert.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I've heard that line far too... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that, level 77. Holy shit. They might want a piece of me.
It's coming to me.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
So the thing about that was that Shulk has, as we spoke about before, he can see the future. And you can actually see, forecast when some of these enemies, these big killing blows, you can actually every now and then, and I think it's meant to be somewhat scripted, you'll see what they're about to do. And that was 100% one of those moments, and I don't want that with something that's level 77 that can wipe me out in a single hit. I consider myself very lucky to have been able to avoid that. Oh.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Okay, let's get going.
Alright. Was not expecting to see some level 70 enemies. Ah. Whoa, there's dozens of them. And it seems like we've got their attention too. Now I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Okay. As long as no more rock up, we might still be okay. Oh, too soon. Screwed that up. Nearly there. How did... So one of the things, so to kind of cycle back to our point before about... Oh, hang on. This prick over here is having some pot shots. Oh, we are ready for a chain attack. That's a very, very good point. Let's just take this sniper out first. Right, now let's execute a... Right. One. And then will be Ryan, which will topple. And then what can you do? Nice. Still didn't really do too much damage to him, but it looks cool. And we've toppled him. There we go. We've thinned the crowd out significantly. And one of the greatest things about this game is the world. It's huge. It's lush. It's still really well detailed. The enemies within it are cool. Who's... Yeah, I thought there might be a bigger one over there. Come at me, mate. Come on, come down here. What I'm often trying to do, and there is an ability to actually draw them. Ah. I'm trying to draw little individuals like this away from the pack, just to make things a little bit easier. Some smaller encounters rather than larger ones, just make things a little bit easier, especially while I'm being bound by these pricks like they continue to do. Now let's just drift around this side and we'll take out these smaller guys. Because there's one bigger one, clearly, that is a side quest target.
We can't lose. I hate these things.
Don't let a single one escape.
Come on, back over here. Oh, no. It'll have to do. Didn't quite draw them like I would have liked. Now, as you saw with that one, it is more effective against Mechon. These basically just big mechanical arseholes. Come on, up you get. Shulk.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Man, I'm getting staggered a lot.
I'm not doing too well.
And I can't.
It's coming to me.
Here we go, so we're now getting another Flash of the Future. But I don't know what I can do.
Tough as a nail, Shulk. Ow!
Right. This is not good. Okay, sure. Got it. Focus on guarding.
We interrupted that, but geez, I need to heal myself. Another Flash of the Future. Big side swap, 443. That'll kill her at the moment.
Right. You're a lifesaver. All together now. Right with you, Shulk.
Ah, didn't.
Lost yet. Nice one, mate. Got focus. All right. I'm feeling it. Cheers, Shulk. This isn't going well. Don't give up. We can definitely do this.
Okay.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
Let's stay alert.
Yeah, let's not lose our heads though. Because that didn't go didn't go very well at all. Right, let's take these guys out, and then we'll wrap things up for this entry of Player 2 Plays. Got two little guys and a big one.
Everyone, let's go. Leave it to Ryan.
I can handle this one.
Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together.
I think this will go better than before.
My rifle's getting hotter.
And that's just the sheer weight of numbers is not against me like it was earlier. Oh no, dazed. Come on, we're nearly there for another chain attack.
Let's keep up the pressure. This isn't going well.
Things are really heating up.
There we go. Let's chain this thing. I'm not in a great position for it.
I'm on it.
What can she do?
My rifle's getting hotter. Okay.
But he's toppled, right?
Not good enough.
Nicely done.
Everyone, let's go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's coming from me. Oh, still dazed me though. No, 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 no. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. There we go.
Okay, let's get going.
Some great new gear. Another quest completed as well. It's a nice little way to put a bow on this particular episode of Player 2 Plays. Knocked off a few missions, side quests, unlocked some new gear, really dived into the combat, survived the combat, and on that note, we will wrap things up. So if you enjoyed this entry of Player 2 Plays, please be sure to like, share and subscribe, all the buttons down below, and hit the notification bell, that way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, the inside of Player 2 Plays, like Game Review, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. There's some awesome stuff there, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website player2.net.au where you'll find reviews like my one for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It's available now on the website. Go and give it a read. I've got lots to say about it. Reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series Patched, the Player 2 Pixel Cast, and Dev Diary, where there's been some awesome guests in recent weeks and months, and more on the way. So please subscribe and go and check it out. 5-star reviews really helps with exposure. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kicking a few bucks. At the lower tiers, you'll get early access to episodes, while at the higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. Finally, there's Twitter. You can find me at Paul James Games. The website you'll find at Player2au, and until next time, that has been Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Thank you very much to Nintendo for the review copy you provided me for the sake of the review. This is my own retail one. Very, very happy about that fact. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.